Hey everybody, welcome back to J or Budgets, and welcome to week 4 of June's cash stuffing. I hope everyone has had a great week, and I hope that the weather has been as amazing as it has been here in Ireland for the last couple of days. So yeah, it's nice to have when we can. I hope you enjoyed my last video as well, which I will link up here somewhere in the top right hand side. I may do vellum envelopes for the categories, and I did get rid of some of the trackers, so it should speed things up going ahead. So I am going to crack right on into the video this week. And yeah, I do have some leftover which I will get to. I had €10 left from spending a 3 in travel, but I will get to that when we come to those envelopes. So going into technology, which is the first one, and that is going to get a tenner this week. So I'm going to swap that out, and tech now has 140, with 100 of that being in the bank. Eating out is going to get a fiver this week, and that means that now has €130. So I was in Dublin on Thursday this week, and I did 2 mystery dining visits on the way up to Dublin. We also went to see Six the musical with one of my friends. It was a belated birthday present that I got her. We had such a great time. So I do have a clip that I'm going to put in, and hope that I don't get like banned or like given out to for it. They did tell us you could record because it was like from the end part. So what I'll do is I'll pop it in at the end of the video. So eating out has, oh god, I didn't even count it, sorry, 130, with 100 of that in the bank. And I am actually going to London, and this video is going up on Sunday, and I'm actually going to London on Sunday, so I'm recording this on Saturday. So I'm going to London in the morning, so I'll use a lot of that in my eating out fund. Health has 150, and it is not getting anything else this week. Thankfully, it hasn't needed to be used, so which is great. Cats is going to get a tenner, so I'll swap that out. So Cats has 50 in the bank already, and then 20, 40, 60, 80. So Cats has 130 now. This is so hard to open. Clothing then is going to get 10 this week. So I don't know if you're listening or watched my last video, but I did say, one of the last videos I should say, when I was going to Dublin, I was going to go to an outlet centre village, like Kildare Village it's called, on the way. So I did do that, and I did spend a lot of money on clothing. So I spent €170 of the clothing fund. So but I needed to get bits, I needed to get new underwear, I got some runners that were like a really good price. They were Nike runners, and they were like supposed to be €150, then they were down to 90, and then I was happy to pay 90, and then when I went to buy them, they were actually half price at that, so I was not complaining. So 20, 40, 60, and 70 in clothing. So actually not upset with that, because I had been building it up, so glad that I got a few bits. Appliances is next, and I am going to give this a 5 this week, but what I'm going to do is swap out the 15 and take a 20, because I'm not sure if I have enough of the correct denominations of everything. So that has 50 in the bank then, and then 20, 40, 60 in cash, so 110 in appliances. Books is next, and Books just has €50 in a placeholder in the bank, so no issues with that one. Home has 20, 40, 5 and 50, so 95. So I'm going to give that a 5, which now has 100, with 50 of that being in the bank. Haircut is a new envelope that I am starting, because I was previously using spending money, so I'm going to stuff this. So haircut, I'm giving it €10 to start that out. And moving on to the subscriptions. So this is if I want to like pay up front for like Disney or like Amazon next year or any of that. So I'm going to pop a tenner in there, and I will color in another one of these. Subscriptions has €30. And then the work gifts fund is going to get a fiver this week as well, which is 2 more of these. So We actually went out, work took us out on Wednesday evening and it was really nice. We got some really, really good food. So I had what's called, like they call it like the beef box. So I'll throw a photo up on the screen now, but it was, so it's like chips, like skinny chips, and then there's like beef. So it's like kind of like steak almost, or like kind of like pulled like brisket beef, and then pepper sauce and crispy onions, and it's so delicious. Like it's so good, and some spring onions as well on that, and it was just like chef's kiss, like absolutely delicious. So do you know when something's just so good and you overeat because you're like, oh, this is too good to not eat. Nights Out Fund is not getting anything this week, but this has €80 and it has 5, 10, 15. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? It wasn't planning to get anything, but of my leftover, I'm going to put a £5 in here just to bring that up. And I can actually bring this to the bank, which I will pop off to the side, which means that this 80 is no longer 80. It's actually €100 placeholder. Sorry, don't know why that doesn't want to work. But that's actually 100 now in there. So I can color in one more of these, and I'm going to go back to my old pens first, because I don't have a Sharpie for like the orange color. So that now has 100, which is nice. And then saving for a treat is gonna get a £5 this week. And I'm gonna color in this as a lollipop. Did I add in a £5? I don't think I did. I'll know if I'm down at the end. So 5, 10, 15, 35 and 50 in the bank, which is €85 in saving for a treat now. And then lastly in this binder, it's not getting anything, but my house, which has 200, 400, 600, 750. So 750 quid in my house. So moving on to the challenge binder, and this is where I start with my spending money. And what I do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I actually have 6 left to do. So I scratch off one of these, and depending, nearly knocked everything out of that. So depending on what they're all gonna fall. Depending on what it is, that's what the amount that's going into that. So 5, which is going to be this one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So that is 15. It's actually the first one of them that we've gotten. So I am going to leave it at 1 this week because instead I'm going to London, so I could do with the extra little bit of spending money. So 15, so I'll take 20, pop it in here and take out 5, which means I have €35 for spending this week. And in the scratch off savings, that has 175 in the bank, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80. So 280 then in scratch off savings. Moving on to travel for the week. So I'm working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think I'm only in the office once, so I actually don't even like need that much at all. So let's roll the dice and see what we get. So we have a 3, which is €6. I'll roll it once more. 4, which is 8, and I got a chance. What chance will I get once more? No. Okay, no, I won't. Pretend it didn't happen. So €8 going in here, and I can color in. €8 is gone in here, and I can color in 4 more of these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat, put this in, and take out 6, which will give me, like it'll pretend like I've done 2 more of them. So And then that means this first round of one of the Go Budget Boo challenges has been done. So let's see what we have in the end. We have, and I'm going to see if I can find the rest of that little pack so I can pick. I do have it all here, so I'll pick one of them at random very shortly. But in this one now, I will put that 8 to the side. I have €5, 10, 25, €30. So I'll actually put this, I'll leave it there for now, and I will figure it out in the next one. But what I'll do is I will pick out one of these challenges that we'll do next. So let's just mix them all up. And we will go with whatever this one is. Kitty Wisdom. Each is going to be 3. And what we'll do is we will roll the 4-sided dice. And the most we can get is €12, which will give me 8. So we will do that one next time. I'll have a new envelope for that as well. Summer Saver is not getting anything this week into the main part, but it does have 130 and 30, so 160 already in that one. And then the Pina Colada is this one here, which is going to get a tenner this week. So I will take €10, pop that in, cross off a coconut. I feel like that's a pen. It's a new pen and it's not like working already. That has 50 in the bank, another 50 there, and 5, so 105 in Pina Colada. And then with the leftover money that I had, so 3 of that, take out that, and I can put in this, which is the 35 and the 8 for next week. So the 3 can definitely go in here for now, which is pack it up. So we have 3 more of these. 1, 2, 3. And actually I'll put the 5 in here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this has €5 left from being completed for this round. So it has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then that's 20 and that's 30. So that has €30, and that one will get completed. €5, we'll pop it in here and then get that one completed. And then that will be the Summer Saver done once we get all of that done. So we are getting there. Believe in yourself. Believe in you, yourself, same thing. That is getting a tenner this week. This is another one of the Go Budget Boo challenges. So I can cross off 5 more of these. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what I've decided is I'm gonna finish all of these, and that is that big pack of big bundle of challenges I had there a minute ago. I'm gonna finish them all and pop them all into one envelope and then see what it saves in the end. So for now that has €20 in the Go Budget Boo ones. Moving on to the word search then. I'm going to do one of these this week, and I'm actually going to do the one for 9, which is colourful. And cross that out, and now let's just go find it. Colourful. Where are you? Oh, I found it. So I've been putting like a couple of extra like coins in here because I haven't had change. So that's getting €10, which now has 50 in the bank, 20, 30, 40, and 45. So we have 2 left on that, which is Dewy and Thaw. And then that will be that one done. So that is the challenges. I am going to move on next to Christmas. And Christmas is going to get a tenner this week. Christmas, this one should have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 65. And once that tracker is completed, I will be moving some of that money into the food shop, which is 10, 20, 30, 40, and into this one, which is the Christmas gift fund, which has 150 at the moment. Moving on next to the monthly challenges. And I think I might have put something somewhere that shouldn't have been put there, but this was supposed to get 20. But, oh well. I will give this 15, which is what's left. And hope that I can add something to it next week if we have something left over. So 15 is going here, which means I just have €5 left. So this should be 95. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, and 95. So that is June done. Nearly done, I should say. I need €5 to pop in there. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I will see you in my next video. I hope to actually, I'll tell you what I did. Usually I have €100 placeholder to stuff into like travel, but because I spent €100 on travel to go to London, along with the London fund, which was completely cleared out. Brain doesn't want to work. I'm not adding it this week, so I basically, instead of like taking it out to add it back in, I'm just leaving it as is. And then Canada, seeing as everything fell out, it has 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 200, 400, 550, and I think there's like another €10 in there in interest or something along those lines. So London has nothing, and then Japan has 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and I think a little bit of interest in there as well. The accommodation fund still has 150 because I spent this week's allocation on it, and then travel fund has 300, which is in the bank. And then the passport to success, which is the budget IRA one, has 100 in the bank, 10, 20, 30 and 50, so 150 in that one. So that is it for me for this weekend. It's cash stuffing. Thanks so much for watching. I did say at the start that I had gone to Dublin to watch Six the musical with one of my friends, so I'll insert a clip of that now. I hope I don't get like banned for that. It was at the end of the show when they said you could record it. They were phenomenal. They were really, really good. I'd absolutely recommend, if you have the opportunity to go see it, go see it. But that's it for now. I will chat to you next week, and I will let you know how we get on in London. Take care and have a great week, everybody. Bye.